Okay, viewers and subscriber, welcome to BOJTV Social Roundup at this time. The report where we give you everything that's relevant on social media, everything that you need to know and more. You don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is stay tuned right here to BOJTV Live. So, our viewers and subscribers, you will know that we have been tracking the story with respect to Elephant Man. Those of you will remember the first story that we put out was a video clip of a young lady handling a specimen of what seemed to resemble a firearm, and she handed it to the entertainer. The other story that we brought forward was respect to the police. They were saying that they have been searching for the entertainer since Saturday, and we questioned whether or not the entertainer was in hiding. And we also encouraged the handlers of Elephant Man to come forward and basically to talk to the persons, the media, because we wouldn't want anything to damage the artist's international credibility when he's traveling, because Elephant Man is definitely one of the artists that really, carries Jamaica on the map international as it relates to music. We can just talk about his appearance on BET, Pon the River, Pon the Bank, and we know that Elephant Man has been performing internationally. We wouldn't want anything to be affecting the artist. So we did encourage his handlers though to talk, all right, because the police had been saying that they wanted to talk to him, and they went to the premises that they know that he would hang out, aka his home, and they weren't able to find him. The Fire Licensing Authority, they also gave a statement to the media houses indicating that they did preliminary checks, and they found out that Elephant Man is not the holder of a legal firearm, and they indicated that it was now a matter for the police because they can't investigate persons who are not on their registry, which is quite, we understand that. All right, so, yesterday, the country was a little bit worried. Well, his fans were worried as it relates to whether or not Elephant Man is in trouble or not, but his lawyer today is coming out, and the Star is carrying that story. And it says, Spliced with a question sign. Elephant Man's lawyer says gun video may have been doctored. And we want to go into that story for you and find out exactly what his lawyer is saying. And we tell you also who is his lawyer. And you'll also find out why we were telling persons to be very, very careful. All right. So here it goes. Elephant Man's lawyer says gun video may have been doctored. And his lawyer, Christopher Townsend, right? And Elephant Man's real name, let's just get that correct, is O'Neal Bryan. All right, so let's take the story from top. Christopher Townsend, the attorney for entertainer O'Neal Elephant Man Bryan, has questioned the authenticity of a video that shows the entertainer handling what appears to be a gun. And we're going to quote from Christopher now, so you want to pay attention to these details. First and foremost, things that appear in social media does not necessarily mean that it is as it appears. It could be photoshopped, spliced, and all kinds of things can happen. Townsend told the Star, and he told them yesterday. The police launched a probe on Saturday after the video began making the rounds on social media. The clip shows a scantily clad woman playing with an object resembling a firearm before handing it to the entertainer. However, Townsend said the video cannot be taken at face value. The Firearm Licensing Authority, the entity which regulates the license of firearm holders on the island, said the entertainer is not the holder of a gun license, as I said before. The lawyer, however, said that the FLA, which is the Firearm Licensing Authority, has been loose with this language, insisting that the use of the word gun was inappropriate. I am concerned they are calling it a firearm. Certain qualifications bar a firearm to be a firearm. A photograph of a firearm doesn't qualify as a firearm, Townsend told the Star. Meanwhile, the police say they have been trying to locate Elephant Man to question him about the video. In a release from the Corporate Communications Unit yesterday, the police said that checks were made at the locations with which the entertainer is associated. However, he was not found. The female depicted in the video is also being sought as a person of interest in the investigation, the police said. Townsend said that he has not received any requests from the police for Elephant Man to turn himself in. Quite frankly, and we're going to quote from Townsend again, quite frankly, I haven't heard of any request. I am his attorney, and if it is that they require him, please feel free to contact me if so desire. He said, I do represent him. The matter is being investigated, and so I can't say much, Townsend added, noting he has been in constant dialogue with his client. So at least we're happy to hear that Elephant Man has broken his silence through his lawyer, and he is not in hiding. And already we are hearing the defense. If something should become a legal matter, the lawyers are saying that, a picture of a gun on social media is not necessarily a gun. Strong argument there. Elephant Man lawyer says the gun video may have been doctored. And again, as we said before, we had to express caution because we had that situation already with Kaledo, who was using the props, and persons thought that it was a gun, and it was a big thing on social media. And as I also said that videos, it's not a simple thing if a court matter comes from this. The person who recorded the video is going to have to give the specifics. They're going to have to put into evidence the whatever it was that they used to record the video. They're going to have to give a blow by blow of what happened, and they're going to have to come to court. They can't just say it outside of court. They're going to have to give a statement, and they're going to have to come to court, and they're going to have to open themselves up to cross examinations. So we would want to see how that pans out. And we would still want to hear publicly from Elephant Man himself. We haven't been seeing him performing on the local gigs. Recently, we have been covering a number of events, and we have been seeing everybody, but we have not been seeing Elephant Man performing. So we want to hear what's happening right there. All right, another story that's trending on social media right now is that international recording artist Meek Mills. He is in the country, and he posted a picture on Instagram of him landing at the airport in Jamaica, and then the following day he posted a picture with himself and some friends, and it seems to be in Ocho Rios on the beach having fun, and he posted with the hashtag, and we'll put that up for you, Jamaica, and with some flag Jamaica vibes and the flags. And since then, Vybz Kartel has welcomed through a post on social media, welcome Meek Mills to Jamaican soil. All right, and we are hearing talks that Meek Mill wants to visit Vybz Kartel in prison. All right, and we're very interested to find out how that pans out. Those of you who follow social media a lot and keep up to date will know that it was a little beef. Well, first of all, Meek Mill is Nicki Minaj's ex fiance, and that broke up, went down, and that little thing went out with Stylo G, and the new song just touched down at the airport, and Vybz Kartel, Nicki Minaj was on that track, and subsequent to that, Beanie Man did something on it, and it was a whole tussle as it relates to who is the king of dancehall, because Nicki Minaj, she commented saying that Beanie Man, is the king, and of course Meek Mills now defended Vybz Kartel. So it seems as if Nicki, the ex of Meek Mill, is a supporter of Beanie Man, and Meek Mill support Vybz Kartel. So that was a whole spat for those of you who follow social media a lot, and that was playing out on social media. And we're hearing that Meek Mill now is here, so we don't know if he's here to visit the great Vybz Kartel, and we don't know if we're going to hear some music coming out. Technology today, a lot of sampling can be done, and you may just have a remix, something. We are waiting eagerly, but what we do know is that the international music industry is keeping a close eye on Jamaica. You remember last year, we also had DJ Khaled came, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and at Popcorn's concert, Drake was there. And of course, a number of other international artists slipped in and slipped out of the country last year. And I've always said that 2019 is going to be a great year for music in Jamaica. So do remember, you can everything that we talk about here, you can check them out for yourself on social media. But if you don't want to waste time, you can always subscribe to this channel right here. Hit the notification button. We summarize everything for you in real time. We're gonna roll a video also, because we should have told you, we brought it in a subsequent video. So in case you missed that, there was another incident before with respect to Elephant Man, where well, again, a specimen fell out of his waist. He was performing on stage, and something fell out, which seemed to be a fire. Took it up and then he posed. But again, as his lawyer is saying, it could be a prop. He's an entertainer. So we'll all see how all that will pan out. So that's it right now for BOJTV Live. Do remember to hit the subscription button, touch the notification bell, so that you can get more stories when we go live. So just to summarize for you, Elephant Man lawyer says gun video may have been doctored, and Meek Mill is on the island, says he wants to meet with Vybz Kartel, and Vybz Kartel welcomes him to Jamaica.